Hey gang, this is Stormy. And where in Minecraftia are we? Oh, wait. Oh, wait, there we go. That's right. Okay, we must be on my husband's server. I am here to do an update video, and I figured I would just kind of pop around this server a little bit. Oops, to give you guys, things to look at and stuff while I chat. Because Spellbound Caves is going to resume. Uh, what happened is I recorded a bunch of stuff for it like 4 months ago. Those videos are old, and it's bothering me. It's like I don't want to put them up because they don't apply anymore. But it's the videos I have, and then I backed up the map, and I don't have anything that's not, you know, things, stupid bushes. I put them around here because they look nice, but I can't not walk into them. This is my son's house, by the way. So, well, this is his fishing hut, but he built this. My husband built the tree house that we were well, it's not really a house, it's more of a wall. Good Lord. Um, you know what? There's still beds down here. Whoa. Like Spike, there's still beds down here. This is not, clearly, this is not our current base, but let's sleep. So, anyway, yeah, so what I'm gonna do, because I had only just found the Victory Monument, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna replay up to that point, and that will be fine. It won't take me. I'm fine. That won't take me, but what, an hour maybe? Um, maybe a couple, depending on how much work I do. But that will resume. Uh, let's see. This is things. This is still my son's stuff here. I'm just kind of exploring. That's the waterfall that he made with bushes. I think this is his cow pen now. It was, my husband did build it, but it's Jaden's now because we moved ours. And so he asked me if I wanted to stop by his base while I was recording, and I said, "Well, I don't know." And he said, "Well, you can." So we are. Uh anyway, so yeah, Spellbound Caves will start back up. I apologize. And all I can say is, basically, since my mom got sick and she is still in the hospital, she's actually in an acute, what was it? What's it actually called? Like, oh, for frick's sake, I know what it's called. It's a like a rehabilitation facility where you go when you've been really, really sick and you need like weaned off ventilators and you need to learn how to use your legs again and that sort of thing, which is kind of her situation. But she is making progress. She is mostly off the ventilator. Some of you will know what that means, some of you won't. That's fine. She's getting use of her legs back. Turns out when you are in a medically induced coma for 2 weeks, she wasn't quite comatose, but she was certainly sedated. But when you're sedated for a couple of weeks, your legs don't work so well. So she's getting her muscles back and doing a lot of physical therapy and that sort of thing. But, she's fully cognizant. Her brain is fully functional. She's able to talk. She has a tracheostomy with a speaking valve so she can talk. I have so much trouble, by the way, navigating my son's base. I am getting better at this. I don't know why. This he likes to make it like where you kind of don't know how to get through unless you know how to get through type of thing. I think this is his mob grinder because there's always mobs there when I come in. So I think that's the mob grinder he worked on. It's not 100% efficient because he didn't go around and light up all the caves. It's built, I think he built it down in the ground and then brought it up or whatever. It's not completely efficient, but he just needed basic, something quick and easy to get arrows and drops when we first started. So, now how the devil do I get out of here? Jaden Michael, I swear, if I get lost in your base on camera, you're grounded. Actually, he just started school. They just went back to school. Oh yeah, this is his entrance and exit thingy. You have to squish yourself down into the block or into a half person in order to get through. And then he has another one over here. Do I have auto jump on? Where's auto jump? That's controls. Yes, I have auto jump on. No wonder I was having so much trouble. I just remembered I changed versions. Um, let's see. So I covered Spellbound Caves. And I discussed, anyway, with my mom being sick, the point of that conversation was with my mom being sick, it's distracting. Where did I put that torch? I put a torch down instead of closing the door. Was it there? Ow. I, damn it. I guess it was that one. I don't know. I have so much trouble when I have torches in my offhand. I just put them everywhere. I like spam torches. Like I'll eat and be looking at something and then you finish eating and you're like, torch, 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 torch. Anyway, but that's distracting and just, it's not like I haven't had the time to record because I do. What I don't have right now is the attention span. I'm hoping that's getting better. But my attention span is nothing to brag about. Oh, by the way, I use command blocks as waypoints, waypoint or teleports, but waypoints. I know there's waypoint mods. I just use command blocks for it. And those two aren't labeled because my husband and I know what they are. And if you don't know what they are, well, push one and find out. This is our main base. This is Flower Cove. I need to take that down over there. You might be able to see that. That's the, well, you probably can. That's the cobblestone marker. Because I just kind of went for a walk. We're basically on a huge kind of big old island here. And I went for a walk, and I found this place, and I marked it with that so I could find it again. This is the house I built. I think it's kind of cute. Kind of different. Almost Asian, but the ends of the roof, I didn't turn them up. But this part right up in here, for some reason, like with the lights in this part, everything kind of makes me think of some kind of an Asian temple. That was not intentional, but it's kind of cool. That is nothing. That door up there just leads up here to what is essentially a place I can hop up and look outside and get up on the roof and look around because I like being up high. That's my tree farm. Nothing fancy. It's got, I think, most of the kinds of wood in there. If I need it, I go cut it. Let's see. What else? Oh, my gear. Pretty basic. And this is actually, I was wearing unenchanted iron. I put this on because I went for a walk. And, I went to hunt monsters and clay and stuff. So I put more armor on. But mostly I've been playing. I had like a leather tunic and some unenchanted iron pants. The only thing that I was picky about was feather falling for boots. The protection level on them is meh, but I wanted that feather falling for when I'm exploring. But other than that, I don't need a lot of armor. So it's clearly unfinished, but this will be the living room. This is my bird I found in the jungle. About the same time I found the saplings for that jungle tree. I haven't named him yet. He's green. He's muted so that he doesn't make me think there's a creeper in my base. Actually, all the pets are muted so they don't drive me absolutely nuts. This is, for now, our main base. Well, I mean, this is the main base. It's just clearly a work in progress. Here's our storage room. I love the concrete for, like, making carpet designs with, kind of. You know? This looks like, I think it looks like a really cool area rug. Well, I've seen area rugs like this, you know, with the black border and stuff. So, I really like that. And then over here, what I did with this floor is I went down 3 blocks, I think, and put black, I think it's black concrete under there. And then I put iron bars on that. And then I put gray stained glass on that. And I accidentally almost made it look like a reflection, which was not my intention, but it's kind of cool. So, and then here's the repair and disenchant, the what's it called thingy, I don't know. Here's stuff. Yeah, I had a protection 2 tunic, didn't really want the fire protection tunic, waiting to get another tunic. Here's my dogs. They don't have names, but they do have pretty colors. Enchanting room, again with the square and the color, but it's inverted here. So that's kind of cool. I just tucked our brewing into this little corner here because, well, I needed a place to put brewing. We went to the nether. But I am, and this is the kitchen. This chest right here is the food because it was like, the wall was like right here. And I had the tile down and had just put the furnaces and the chest down like right against the wall. And I've dug this out and I'm laying more concrete here. And let's see. But no, I'm happy. I'm having, aside from my mom being sick actually, things are going fantastic. We went to Oregon. Well, I went to North Carolina to a friend's wedding in at the end of May. And then I went to North Carolina. I know I could put, by the way, I know I could put the things in my offhand and more easily switch. I just cannot be arsed right now to do so. Anyway, so I went to North Carolina for a friend's wedding. I'd never been there, so that was exciting. I'd never flown cross country, so that was exciting. I'm not afraid to fly. Thankfully, I feel like I had flown before, but never that far alone. Like, I had to change planes, and it was like a long flight and everything, but it was not bad. It was cool. Well, the flight could have been a lot worse. The jet lag kind of sucked, but I managed. So, that was awesome. And then, that's not what belongs there at all. And then at the end of June, at the end of June, so barely a month after I got home from North Carolina. Do I have any more gravel? I don't think I do. Well, piffle shit. Yes, we have no gravel. Right, that's probably why I was... Okay, this is as good a time as any to show you guys my mines. Not my minds, like my brains. No. You guys don't... Whoa. You guys don't want to see my brain. No, my mine. I was in Phoenix for 3 days. I just got home yesterday. And my throat and stuff has been really annoying for about the last 2 days. My throat's kind of sore and scratchy. And my nose I can tell it's allergies and sinuses, probably from Phoenix because it's really smoggy there and there's a lot of oleanders, which I'm allergic to, and Phoenix and I do not get along. So I apologize if my voice is a little like, but that's why. It often is. If I have any kind of allergy, the first place it goes is into my throat. This is the first floor of the mine. I kind of ran into a bunch of caves and a ravine and everything. So I decided to dig down deeper. We've been recently using tons of cobble for a building project. And I still have tons of... Well, there's a piece of gravel. Also, I haven't been using the blast furnace as much because they give you less XP. Now that we have a skeleton grinder, the XP is slightly of less concern, but still. And then this is the second floor basement, I guess. Or second basement or something. We are on Y8. Yeah, it's the Y. We are on 8. And I know perfectly well where the lava level starts. Look at all these diamonds. And I know about efficient branch mining techniques. And I know all of that. However, I enjoy digging branch mines. Okay, good. And oh yay, a slime, but you are not where you're supposed to be, sir. Suck. I suck. Crap, I derailed my stupid train. So, okay, I'll explain the slime thing in a minute. But what I did, I wanted this mine to be a little more interesting, shall we say. And so I dug it where I have to tunnel through lava. And I've kind of made a rule for myself that I have to manage to go through the lava. I cannot simply dump obsidian on it and tunnel and go over it or anything like that. I do have to go over the lava. Now, this wall right here, the only place I've seen slimes is in this chamber right here. Now, that slime would not have spawned back here and then hopped all the way over there to aggro on us. I'm pretty sure, which means that I thought the slime chunk was back here and I've been digging. I was going to experiment, screw around, because I've never really messed with slime chunks, like, ever. I just go to swamps. I was like, yeah, why not? But, clearly, I was wrong. And it's more this way instead of more that way. But what I've been doing with the lava, like I said, is tunneling through it. I need this gravel. So, that's why I have so much sand. You might have seen. Oh, there was more gravel there. Let's get that. Is because I've been using sand and stuff to dig through the lava. Whoops. Give me that back. No, give me that. Can I have my water back? Thank you. I don't know why I wanted that flint so bad. I don't need it. Oh, place a block. Thank you. So I've been like, but obsidian's a pain in the ass because then I have to dig through it. So I've been trying to do it without just using obsidian everywhere. And this is not a great place because I happen to know there's a shit ton of lava right in through here. We are next to some massive lava lakes. I had to do so much work to get some of these tunnels dug. Especially, let's see, yeah, these ones. There's a massive lava lake right here. You can see the obsidian up there. And the sand I've dropped and the gravel I've dropped. This is why I have no gravel, is because I've used it all on this damn lava lake here. But, do I have a fortune shovel? Oh, I do. That is not the right shovel to be getting gravel with. Jeez. I just noticed. And I don't need the flint. I have plenty of flint. Well, I have plenty of arrows. We have a skeleton grinder. Finally found one. That seemed like it took a ridiculous amount of time. We've only been on the server. I think he only started it, I don't know, a few weeks ago or so. And I only started playing on it recently. We were going to try to play a mod pack together, but the mod pack was not on the files for MC Pro hosting. They have the files for certain mods, I guess, or mod packs or whatever. They didn't have one for the one we wanted to use, so, and it ended up just being, like, a pain in the ass, so. Okay, now I found the lava again. But I've gotten really good at, like, screwing around with lava to get it to stop, like, using, reaching with cobble to block it and stuff. I'm learning a lot about lava. Let's put it that way. It's probably good. It's very good knowledge to have when you play on certain kinds of maps, perhaps. You may want to have some kind of advanced knowledge of... I did not imagine, by the way, that I would be needing gravel. I had tons and tons of gravel. But I used it all to fill in lava, so now I need gravel for concrete. What was I saying? Whoa! You are lava, sir. I think... Whoa. I think that's enough gravel. Yeah, you can actually... It seems like you can make quite a bit of concrete for not a lot of resources. So we'll go make some concrete. I'm almost done talking. I think I've just about run out of time. I actually recorded last night. We had gotten home from Phoenix and everything, and the kids had settled in. We went down there to see my mom in the hospital and also to buy school clothes for the kids. But when we drove home, we had to drive the long way because we had to drop my husband off in the town he works in when, you know, he's working out of town. He commutes right now, for those of you who don't know. So we had to drop him off, you know, in that town. So anyway, point is, I was tired last night, and when I recorded this, you guys know that trying to keep my attention on anything and not get distracted is kind of like herding kittens. Not hurting kittens, that's a terrible thing to say. Herding kittens. You can try, and sometimes you can kind of get my attention span to kind of, sort of. I'll go the same direction, and then the next thing I know, it's shooting off because shiny red balls are everywhere, pets. Good, it's day. So, But the episode I recorded last night, I was tired and my throat was really messing with me. So the episode was just absolutely completely disjointed. I was like, all right, even I have to have some sort of standard for cohesion. I'm trying. What color am I making? Black. Crap, don't tell me I'm out of black ink sacs. Or black. Oh no, I have some more. For some reason, maybe it's because so much other uh stuff spawns in the ocean now. But like, how do I? There we go. I just started using the recipe book because some of the recipes seem to be getting more complicated. You've got like concrete powder and banners and stuff, and I really like the recipe book, but I'm still getting used to it. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys a skeleton grinder. Oh, Lord, Laura. Okay, attention. Focus, Stormy. You can do this. Anyway, I decided I would re-record the episode today after I had gotten some sleep. I am kind of feeling a little bit tired and run down, so I'm probably going to rest in a bit, like eat something and rest, because my throat, the more I talk, the more I realize my throat is really annoyed with me. All right, I'll show you guys the I'm not showing you guys mossy cobble. I'm showing you guys a skeleton grinder. By the way, mostly I really like the new textures. The mossy cobble, I realize that that is a more moss-like color, but I hate that shade of green. Like there's a couple of pixels in here that are the shade of green that specifically that I do not like. So mossy cobble is mildly offensive to me now, but the rest of it I really like. So I'm going to show you guys the skeleton grinder. My husband made this. Hakra, Black Dragon, whichever one. It's pretty basic. Let's see if I can remember how to get... Oh. Okay, wait. I gotta go. Not like that. It's like the easiest friggin' jump to get to this ladder. And I, for whatever reason, thank you. You have to corner jump it. There's somewhere in here. Let's see. Somewhere in here you get off the ladder. Here it is. I missed it. But this is where you stand to spawn the skeletons. And what I like to do is stand here and just block all this off so that there's absolutely no light. You guys can't see anything, I'm sure. But I know nothing's going to spawn that close to me. Because the spawner's far enough away. But see, I'm hoping you guys can see that. They spawn. Oh, wait. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I was going to give myself night vision. The effect for night vision, but I don't remember what it is. I don't know if it's changed either, because some of the stuff changed. Where is it? Oh, right there. Just a little one. It's like, wait a minute. It's my server. Ish. It can be cheaty. Alright, so this is the mob grinder. By the way, love the new glass texture. Makes glass actually usable. This is the spawner. They spawn, they fall down. I'm sure you guys can figure this out. It is super simple. And it's just a drop grinder. They fall here. You whack them with the sword. They're not one-hit kills, but they're decent. And their stuff falls in here. I want to fix these, actually. Maybe I'll take these with the repair. Roy said I could have most of the armor that drops to repair. So that's cool. We just built this. We haven't been on much. But, point is, what was even my point? I was showing you guys the skeleton grinder. Yeah, I think I need to go because, like, seriously. Oh, wait. I haven't told you guys about Oregon. I went to Oregon. I wanted to talk about that a little bit because it was fascinating. I fell in love with Oregon. I'm just going to tell you guys. Whoops. I keep thinking the stupid freak... I need to tear this... He put this up to mark where to teleport to. or basically this is like directly over the spawner, I think. But, so I always, because this is where you teleport to, so I always come here looking for the button. The button's not there. The button is actually over here. Hi, you were floating for a minute. This is Roy's dog, by the way. He sat over by himself at the treehouse for like, a couple weeks because Roy was out of town and couldn't play. But yeah, Oregon was simply stunning. We were in Portland, primarily. We went to Multnomah Falls. We went floating down the Clackamas. I went into the Clackamas because, yes, the rocks were very slippery. Thank you to my dear friend for careful, the rocks are slippery. I could not, for love nor money, get back up on those damn rocks. Because my shoes did not have any give in the sole. It was hilarious. Anyway, I got back up. And it was a lovely time, actually. It was gorgeous. We had an amazing 4th of July party with a lot of friends that came over, like, to this particular person's house. They had fireworks because fireworks are legal almost completely in Oregon. The big aerial shells are not legal, but they're legal in Vancouver, so some people go to Vancouver and buy the big old aerial shells and then set them off in Portland. Or in Oregon, you know. But we did no such thing because that is illegal. But it was a good party. Oh, basic bitch chainmail boots. Cool. I'm glad they're dropping chainmail. Chainmail's about the armor level I want for everything but my boots. But you can't craft chainmail, so I was like, they're just gonna have to drop it. And then I had to wait for the chunk age to advance enough for the mobs to start being armored. Let's see. There was a wedding. A friend of ours up there, his son got married. So we went to a wedding, and it was just an outdoor thing. It was not like a big church thing. It was an outdoor thing, but it was beautiful. It was just a really nice time, and Oregon is super pretty. And like every night we were there because basically there's a bunch of people that live up there, and these people have, their own houses. So basically what we did is, like, we were staying at this house, and then so we were at this house, but then the next night we went to this house to have a barbecue. And then the next night we went to this house to have a barbecue. And the next night we went back to the house we were staying at to have a barbecue. And then we had a barbecue at this house 2 nights in a row because that was the wedding and 4th of July. And you guys get the point. It was a party at every night at somebody's house with, lots of food, lots of, but everybody knew each other. It was like the same group at each house. It's just the groups moved from house to house because it's all basically one family. So yeah, it was super hilarious the way it worked, but it was also very cool. Oh, and I have a power 3 punch 1 bow, sharpness 3, knockback 2, fire aspect 2 sword, and unbreaking 3, efficiency 5 pick. I had the helmet on when I was no, that was for digging clay. 'Cause I have a bunch of clay. Let's do this. So yeah, did I grab? I did. That was a lot of fun. And let's see, what else did we do? Now, can I repair these unenchanted boots on this thing? Is that how that works? No. It says repair. And disenchant. I have not messed with this thing. I have disenchanted stuff with it. I used it to disenchant what was it? Arthropods. Bane of Arthropods sword. Fine, I'll just do it this way, I guess. Alright, so let's put these on. That'll work. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I saw a lighthouse for the first time. I've never seen a lighthouse before. I saw actual coastline that wasn't in the city. The only beach I've been to the beach a few times, but only ever in LA. So, and we took the Pacific Coast Highway. Well, when we left Portland, we drove to North Bend, which is where my husband was born. I had never seen it. I finally got to see, our 23rd anniversary is coming up the 17th of August. And I finally got to see like where he went to grade school until he was in like second or third grade or something. So kind of cool. But we found a charming inn there. It was called the Itty Bitty Inn. Uh, the guy that owns it was such a sweet man. He gave us a great deal on hotel rooms because we got there late. I had an Atari 2600 in my room. So I showed my kids like Defender. It had a selection of games. Like I think it had Defender, um, Space Invaders. I forget, but it had a little selection of games. It was very cute, but it was an actual 2600 and honest to goodness Atari cartridges. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And he gave us some fresh ground coffee from a local uh, coffee place. It was amazing. And he gave us some cider from a local brewery, some hard cider, and it was so good. It was like raspberry flavored hard cider. It was so good. So yeah, it was a really nice time, and I got to see things. Oh, and then we camped in the redwoods coming home one night in the redwood forest. Um, the second night actually that we worked, so we just kind of took our time after we left Portland exploring Southern Oregon and Northern California. And we spent the first night Coos Bay, and then we drove around and checked out some parks, national parks and stuff. The second night we camped in the redwood forest in California. I think we were right by Crescent City, if I recall correctly. There's like a little Forest Service campground out there. You fill out a paper, put $20 in an envelope, tear the envelope apart, put the tag on your car, put the rest of the envelope in the drop slot, so they get. Some of you guys will know what I'm talking about. Some of you won't have any idea, but it's how you camp in a national park, basically. And it had just little camping spots, and we had our tents with us. Um, because this was kind of a planned thing we were hoping to be able to do was camp somewhere in the redwoods. And I have an awesome picture of my daughter walking around the trunk of a redwood tree. Um, and you can just see how big the tree is because she's standing next to it, and and it dwarfs her. So it was amazing. And ferns just carpeting the ground. It looked a lot like the taiga. She found some little trails that kind of went around this little area, and we walked on them together. And we were looking at the stuff we were walking on because it was real spongy and dark. It was different from the pine needles and the forest floor that I'm used to. And I kind of, gently kind of tapped at it with my foot. And I said, "Hey, Rebecca, do you think this is podzol?" And she started laughing and she said, "Probably." And I said, "Well, I mean, we got ferns everywhere and there's big old trees. So maybe we're in like the taiga." And so yeah, I may have seen podzol for the first time, guys. It was pretty cool. It was all kind of weird. It was all like soft and spongy, kind of. It was really neat, and it smelled neat. Like, well, it smelled like dirt, but it was smelled like forest dirt. I'm weird. But it was amazing, and I found myself more than once kind of being like, I don't believe I'm actually seeing these things that I've seen pictures of, and now I'm seeing them in real life, and I love going places and traveling, and that is why. So I am going to go, but that is kind of my summer vacation in a nutshell. Um, I went to North Carolina, and then a month later, I went diagonally to Oregon, but we drove to Oregon. And then I've been to Phoenix, I don't know how many times here and there. Basically, in between trips, I go to Phoenix a couple times and visit my mom. This next weekend, which is the 17th, I'm going to go spend a couple days with my husband for our anniversary. He worked all of July, guys. He did not, he went back to work he went back to work from his vacation on July 9th, I think, if I recall correctly. And he didn't have a day off until August 3rd. So he didn't come home because he was working out of town all of July. So, yeah, and then he didn't come home till August 3rd. Why is this one log missing? I just noticed that. So, yeah, he was busy, so we're going to spend a couple days together. Um, and then the following weekend, we're actually going camping with a big group out in the woods here. So that'll be a lot of fun. So we're doing that the next weekend. My kids went back to school last Monday. Um, and when we went to get my daughter's schedule for her senior year, oh my goodness, she's a senior. But when we went to get her schedule for her senior year, she was uh she was told that because her ACT scores were so high, she was eligible to she qualifies for a Flynn scholarship. She just has to get one. She has to apply. So she's doing that. A Flynn scholarship is basically a 4-year full ride to any university here or abroad. It's sort of the big picture. It's a big scholarship. So, I was like, wow. And she wasn't sure she wanted to go to a university or a trade school or just go to work for a while or what she wants to do. And I kind of grinned at her and I said, it's possible you're smart enough that the universe isn't going to let you skip college. I'm just going to warn you right now. She was like, I'm discovering that. So she's trying. She's trying. She decided to go for it. She's making a legitimate effort. She wants to write, what she wants to do is write uh, dialogue and stories for video games. Like write create worlds, help create worlds and the dialogue within those worlds and things. And that's what she wants to do. So I told her maybe go to, school for something in game design, um, writing, that sort of thing. So that's probably what she's going to look at, I guess. That's what she's leaning at now, but she's only been a senior for a week. Things change when you're a senior and they change fast. Life comes at you fast. So anyway, I finished my kitchen floor. I have rambled you guys' ears off for entirely too long, but I just wanted to say I've gotten some comments asking if I was okay, and I am fine. I am fine. Health-wise, aside from a screwed up throat, I'm great. And mentally and emotionally, I'm actually in a really good place, and that sounds terrible because my mom is sick, but everything else is looking good for the future, like as far as my husband's job goes and my kids go. They're being both of them are being awarded for do, getting highly proficient scores on last year's standardized AZ Merit / Ames test. um, I got a letter from the school. Well, I got 2 letters from the school yesterday for one for each of them saying, hey, you did good and come to this special banquet at the Performing Arts Center to be recognized. And it was like, wow. So I'm in a good place. It's my mom's sick. My mom's sick and that sucks, but she's getting better. Um, but other stuff is going pretty good. And I miss recording. I miss interacting with you guys a lot. Uh, but once you've been not doing it for a while and you've been away from a map for a while, it's hard to know how to jump back in. Um, it's hard to know. It's like you put a game down for 6 months and then you walk back to pick it up. It's hard to pick it up again. It's like, well, where was I? What was I doing? And blah, 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 blah. By the way, I love these lanterns. In case you guys couldn't tell, my only complaint is you can't hang them from the stupid ceiling, I think, right? You have to have a block under them. So that's vaguely annoying, and I assume it's a mechanical issue with Minecraft that, oh, you can. Why did that not? Oh, that's right, you can't. Okay, now I feel like an idiot. Okay, that's what it was. That's what you can't do. You can't hang it from the ceiling. I knew that. What you can't do is stick it to a block. It has to either be supported from above or below. That makes sense, but anyway. Eh. Um, so yeah, pretty cool. Let's see what else. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm hoping to get back to it because I do miss it. It's kind of one of those things that was like I didn't realize. I knew I liked doing it, but I didn't kind of realize kind of how much until I stopped doing it for a while. And I've definitely noticed a little bit of, I guess maybe burnout just from my mom being sick since for so long, and it's been a lot of trips to Phoenix by myself and stuff, and I'm just, it's tiring. I'm not complaining. My mom is getting better. I'm just saying. So a little bit of burnout from that, but there we go. That's better. I like that. So anyway, yeah, you can kind of tell the areas that are more finished because they have the lanterns. Shut up, Stormy. I'm gonna go, but thank you guys so much for watching and commenting and everything. It means a lot to me. I will see you all in Spellbound Caves, or maybe I'll show a little bit more of my builds on this. I was kind of proud of, well, especially, like, I like this. It's turning out, it's small, but it's turning out really nice. But yeah, so I will see you guys one way or another real soon. Everybody take care. Bye now.